Hi VC, how are you all doing? George back with another video. Just some of my favourite LPs that I play quite a bit. So I chose about 12 out the collection just for you to see. And the first one would be Cast. I guess maybe a bit Britpop, an English band with two former members from the Laz. The Laz who had a hit with There She Goes. This is their third album. They had about 4 albums in 6 years and disbanded and then reformed and made another couple of albums more recent. This is their third album though, Magic Hour, a real favourite of mine. Comes as a double album and it's from the year 1999. Fantastic album. Second album would be Gomez, who made about, I don't know, 6 albums. And this is from the year 1998. The first album, they won the Mercury Music Prize that year for the best album. Again, it's on a double album. And these guys at the time were just out of uni. They're just approximately 20 years old. There's 3 of the guys singing the band. The main guy is Ben Ottowell, and he's got a fantastic voice. Sort of bluesy. Again, they're Britpop indie, but a right blues feel to them. The guy's got a great voice. Fantastic album again. Give it a try. Next up would be Starsailor. And this must be from around about the same period. Can't really say, it's around about 2001. This is just on a single album. Again in the same vein, pretty acoustic though. So a lot of piano on this and acoustic guitars, 4-piece band. And it had about 4 hits from this album. Love Is Here, yeah. Alcoholic, Lullaby, Poor Misguided Fool, fantastic. Great singer, great voice, nice album. They've done about 4 albums, I think. I think they're just back with another album more recently. Great album. The next would be Ian Brown from the Stone Roses. Music of the Spheres. The album's called Fear. And it's another great album. I think this could be about his 3rd solo album. Not sure, but it's his best. Fantastic album. And up there with the first Stone Roses album, really. Great piece of music. That's Ian Brown and Fear. So next we go a wee bit further back, and this is 1980. This is Magazine. Play, it's a live album. Howard Devoto is the main guy in the band, who originally started off with the Buzzcocks. And Magazine, you would probably call them a new wave band. Great album. Great track on here, a song from Under the Floorboards. Definite Gaze, Give Me Everything. Fantastic album for a live album. I've got other albums, but this is a pretty powerful album. And next we go across the pond to America, Michael Hedges on the Windham Hill label. And again, this is live on the Double Planet. Michael, it's an acoustic album. It's basically just him, and there's I think bass on one track. He's a fantastic guitarist. If you like acoustic guitars or guitarists, Michael Hedges on the Windham Hill label from 1997. And I'm sure he would have been a lot more well known if he was on ECM or something like that. Michael Hedges, unfortunately, is dead now, but great guitarist. I love him. Next, again from the USA, is a blues album, and this is Robert Lucas, Using Men Blues. And this is on the Audio Quest label, which was part of a hi-fi label, Audio Quest, to make cables. And Joe Harley was responsible for these albums' releases at the time. Now he's Music Matters Jazz. And these albums, if you can get them on the Audio Quest label, there's quite a few jazz, blues, etc. And they just went along to a bar one night, Joe Harley and his partner, and heard Robert play and signed him up. I think he was the first release on the Audio Quest label, which was a hi-fi audiophile label, really, using Man Blues. And the reason I first picked up was anything with a dobro on it. I was really into blues at the time. I would pick up. Fantastic album. I think he went on later to lead or be the front man for Can't Eat, so he worked with them for a wee while. Unfortunately, I think Robert's dead now too. Great album. Next along would be Jose Feliciano. I think this is maybe from about 67, 68, 69. There's no date on it. This is a Speaker's Corner issue, which is a lovely copy. Great recording. And again, it's a guitarist, fairly acoustic, I love. And this is his best album. If you want to pick up any Feliciano albums, it would be this one, I think. It's fantastic, and it's got California Dreamin' on it, Light My Fire, which is fantastic. Great on a good system, great on the hi-fi. Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying, In My Life. Side one, it's killer. It's a brilliant album, beautiful, beautiful album. Next would be from Canada, Arcady, from Daniel Lanois, who's one of my favourite albums. Now this is a reissue from a year or two ago, was it? Can't remember. I sold my other album, the original album I had, because it was played to death, and this comes as a double album. It's Danielle's first solo album. Just fantastic, great album. The one thing I don't like about it is on the reissue, they changed the cover. I don't know why, but it's a great album. Pretty Frenchy in loads of ways. Who's on it? Brian Eno appears on it. Malcolm Byrne is his guitarist. The Neville brothers appear on one of the tracks. And a couple of guys for U2 make a wee bit of an appearance. Fantastic album. Daniel Lanois. Next from Canada too is Ron Sexsmith. This is called Cobblestone Runaway. and it's from 2002. Not much to see in the, it's just a gatefold single album. And Golden Them Hills was the hit single of the time. Ron's probably just a ballad singer really, but he's fantastic. Another great singer, great songs. He's got many albums out and doesn't get enough love really in the music industry or wherever. I don't see a lot of his albums kicking about, but he's still recording. Check him out, Ron Sexsmith. So the next album would be from David Sylvian, and this is Gone to Earth, and this is another remaster. David Sylvian, who was in the band Japan, and again they've changed the cover of the original album. It's a double album, and one side's vocal and the second side's instrumental, and I generally use this album as a test album to check out new equipment. And if you only know Japan, who were pretty electronic, poppy, David Sylvian's more jazz and helped me get into jazz really, I guess, in loads of ways. It's a great album. And Robert Fripp appears on here, and Bill Nelson. Beautiful album. Great on the hi-fi. That's David Sylvian and Gone to Earth. So we're firing through this fairly quickly, and this album's back to 1978, and it's Ultravox, Systems of Romance. Again, this is a reissue I've picked up on white vinyl. Again, my original copy, it's on the Island label. It's played to death. What's that? Hype sticker was remastered. The band's third album. 2 singles on this was Quiet Life and Slow Motion. This is the original Ultravox, who recorded 3 albums with John Fox as their leader, who went on to do loads of solo recordings. John Fox left the band in mid-year, took over. But for me, this is the one. So it's pretty synthy. Their album before that was quite punky, Ha Ha Ha. And this Connie Plank recorded in Germany for them. And it was a bit more Kraftwerky, and but Gary Newman, David Bowie off the period, the electronic period. This fantastic album again. It's Ultravox, Systems of Romance, 1978. So I hope you enjoyed that wee video, showing you just some of my favourite albums, and I'll catch you again sometime. Thank you for listening.